I think a lot of people would be very interested in seeing what you guys could do if you guys had that hyper focus and really just like, yep, we're gonna put the team together. We have a vision for this, what this game can and should be. Same thing with the advanced series, Final Fantasy Tactics A1 and A2. Like, let's bring those back. The thing I'm hopeful for. So I think if a moment that would bring tears to my eyes is if we see like Chrono Trigger 2D HD. Like it's like if they went and said and did that, I think that would be something that I
If they
would be
even
so excited.
if anybody gets even the slightest whiff of the existence of that, the internet will explode. It's just we've all wanted it. Since Octopath Traveler,
Yeah.
we've gone Chrono Trigger needs an HD 2D like focus.
Mhm.
That's the thing that needs to happen. Will it? I don't know. I think at this point they're going to go, don't know if we can do it justice, right? Or will the game, obviously fans of it know it'll hold up, but will new people come in and try it out? And I think they would. I'm hopeful they would, but they can't just rely on us old guys to keep buying these same games over and over.
Well, it is like you can only really kind of employ this strategy once, right? In
Right.
25 years, like you're there's now like all TVs are ultra wide, and no,
Mhm.
like that's just not going to be what ends up taking over, and so you're not going to get the benefits of like, yeah, we're revisiting this modern hardware with how games are saved and people have their digital libraries. Like, yeah, I think you get kind of one stake at it, and what I'm seeing already, like with the fact is like with Dragon Quest 1 through 3, with 7, I'm hoping that it's like we see in the entire slate. I think that would be really, really
Yep.
ideal for me as a player who's like, yeah, I want to be able to have access to all the games. So I'm
Mhm.
hoping that, especially that seven's a success, because eight I think is a real gem. And I know there's people who haven't had to play that. The one game, so in the United States, they eventually did bring 5 and 6 out, but that's the thing with seven. Back to my story was like, I was starving for a Dragon Quest game, and
Yep.
I kept watching 5 and 6, and it never came out. I was able to download the ROMs to the kind of the patch and check them out, but actually having it finally released, it's like I really hope that they do 4, 5, and 6 as
Mhm.
well, because those would be really, really great. Especially 5 has such a powerful game that I have them all like on DS and things like that. But I really would love to have them just in the Play Anywhere kind of family. And 9 though, and 10's the MMO, but 9 is also this orphaned game that's only on like the DS.
Right.
And they, oh gosh, like let's do that too. Come on, guys, like bring
Yeah,
this
like bring
all
it
in
over.
and let's let us all play it. It'd be wonderful. 10, I think, is the most like difficult like choice. They've talked about like I think they even have maybe a 10 offline version.
Mhm.
And then the same things like we got Final Fantasy 1 through 6 pixel remasters. 7 they got a remake, but man, I tell you, 7, 8, 9. Even if it didn't go that full remake, but if they did that kind of pixel remaster where it's like, hey, new everything, it's going to look visually on
It's the
par
same
with.
game you remember. It's just
Yeah.
how you remember it looking.
Mhm.
Like
That's a fair point. How you remember it. Like when I look at images of Final Fantasy 7 now, I'm like, oh man, like I don't in my
yeah,
mind, I remember it much, much cleaner.
it's the same thing every time, you remember playing GoldenEye with your buddies. It's like
Mhm.
GoldenEye was super fun, and then you go play it and you're like, "How did I enjoy this?" And so,
Well,
like,
Yeah.
because your
that's the
buddies were
appeal.
there,
Yeah, it's true. Now we play online and nobody uses a mic, and it's not
and
as
it was
fun.
equally bad for everyone. That was the
It wa
fun part.
it was the guy that picked Odd Job that had the best time. He was half the height of everybody else.
Odd Job's banned. You can't pick Odd Job.
Slappers only.
Good times, man. And then yeah, they remade it recently, and it's like it doesn't really kind of hold up because it's like I guess for the
It's
time,
yeah.
it's of its time. Is a pretty good
Where
phrase
the
for
difference
that.
with, like, Final Fantasy is it's so story driven, and ATB, or even if they just made it turn based, whatever format they use, don't structurally change it. The story holds up, you
Yeah.
know? Whereas with, like, a more action oriented game, it's like, okay, well, some of this has been iterated upon in other games so much that there's better ways this could have been done.
I do like how they've been bringing in voice acting
Mhm.
to these older games, because it's like they've done it so far, and it really does add to it. Final Fantasy Tactics, I think, is the best example. They really did, I think, an excellent job. on the voice acting. And it, for me, as somebody who especially struggled reading back, like still today is dyslexic, it's like there's times where people would say like a part of a story, and I'm like, oh man, I completely misread that. It's like I read that wrong. I thought this, and then hearing the voice acting kind of going along with it also kind of makes it enjoyable to play with the kids. Even though I was playing 7 last night, I had Annie, who's like she's in first grade, or her reading's getting good, and she's just getting better. But I had her like read the words out, because there are moments that they have it voiced, and those scenes autoplay, which feel really good. And then there's times where you're just talking and et cetera. And I was like, oh, well, I need to sign off on your homework that you read for 30 minutes. Here, let's play 7. You read it to me.
This counts. Genius.
Sign it off. Like, let's go. Dude, that's how gaming is for parents. It's like how many check boxes can I hit at one time? And that's what we're doing. A, nice. Reading homework, B, playing video game, C, quality time with daughter. Bada bing, man. Triple play right there. But yeah,
you did it.